Hello and welcome. This is a small preview of some of the new features that we have created in ThoughtJumper. Uh, we can see more visually appealing graphs. We have a mini map using which you can navigate the graph. When you hover on any of these things, you find information. So, this graph was with the question: how does music theory work in Hindustani music? I started with this question, and Eddie gets me a brief summary of how music theory works in Hindustani music. So, in Hindustani music, there is a concept of raga, which is a melodic framework, and they have a specific set of ascending and descending notes with rules, and you can ornament it to form a composition using key phrases, and you can go up and down, ascend the scale. Uh, those are called arohanas. In arohana and avarohana, there is a tala system, which is a rhythmic framework, which are basically time signatures of how beats govern the music. There is a swara system. I talk about sargam, which is saregama pada nisa, according to the Hindustani music. There are alankars and gamak, which are different kinds of ornamentation techniques. And music composer improvises while playing, while arranging these notes in fast melodic patterns, sometimes singing the swaras and you know mapping it to the beat, which is called tal or bol. So that's in nutshell. I got an answer from Thought Jumper. Let us now try and explore how does music theory work. So music theory is the study of how music works. It has the concept of pitch, rhythm, harmony, melody, and form. Music theory uses notes, it uses scales, and it uses harmony, chords, melody, and rhythm. So these are the basic key features. Notes are usually the sargam in the Hindustani music, and in Greek music and English music, it has been determined by C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. These are names given to specific frequencies. When the notes are pulled together in certain formats using certain rules, those are known as scales. With specific combination scales, end up defining the kind of harmony and are basically patterns of how chords are put together. When you go through up and down a scale, you create a melody, and in time signature, you use rhythm. Let's talk about Hindustani music. So, Hindustani music uses raga, the concept of ragas, the concept of tala and swar, as we spoke about. It also contains gat and alap. So, what is gat? Gat is something which is a structured rhythmic composition in a raga. It's mostly to do with fixed melodic and rhythmic patterns. So, it's a combination of how the melodic structure interweaves itself with the rhythmic structure, that's called gat. And these are played on different kinds of instruments like sitar, etc. What is a swar? Swar is made up of unmetered free flowing introduction is done using swar, different kinds of swar put together, which is known as alap. The way the swar is written is known as swara lipi. It's a musical notation. The second most important note is called a samvadi. The most important note is known as avadi. Descending notes are known as avarohana, and ascending notes are known as arohana. Uh, Following a certain rule or a motif or a key phrase when you create music, it's called pakad of that particular rag. Rags are classified into different jatis and thats, which is again different kinds of families of ragas depending on the structure and the emphasis on certain notes. Uh, Essentially, there are 8 notes, an octave. It's known as saptak, from C to C, sa to sa, and alankar is basically different kinds of musical styles, ornamentations, how you know put things together. So that's a nutshell of how music theory works. That was a very good preview. If I click on any of these and truly want to understand how does this really work, the videos will accordingly update and I can go ahead and explore it accordingly. What is an alap? I can actually go ahead and watch a video. So that's one of the ways in which you can use ThoughtJumper to learn about anything. I hope this was a quick and easy preview to showing you how you can do this. The graph that you see here, I created that by creating a thought marker, which is Control Shift N. I created a custom node known as music theory, and then I pressed Alt Shift M, using which you can add or remove a thought marker. It's always good to identify the direction in which your search is going, and then you follow it up with forming opinions and adding decorators. I added some of the decorators, which was instance of, type, quick summary, key features, when is it used, what is it influenced by, and what does it borrow from. uh, I just asked the same question: how does music theory work in Hindustani music? And it created this beautiful graph for me. If I hover on any of these, you can see the decorators capture a lot of basic information for you to look at while you're trying to understand conceptually how things work. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. Happy thought jumping.